Today we are going to discuss ILE. In ILE, like in the last class, we discussed what is procedure, what is sub procedure, modules, and service program. We just discussed about definition of those things and how they look like. Uh, uh, Today, first we will divide, ILE in mainly two sections, uh, and then we will discuss how we can use those things. In order to do that, in order to do that, uh, 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 first we will get some scenarios and then try to understand what exactly problem is and what could be a solution and how we will get a solution. Uh, Suppose the first thing is what is the need to go for AI. So answer will be normal a program. If you will be seeing, we can program A is calling program B, and very easily doing everything fine. So then why I will go for a ILE? The reason for that one is whenever we create a program, it takes spaces from our memory, and whenever even though you will call a program, that again for overhead on our system, uh, calling one program to another program. Uh, and if I know that couple of functionalities are similar and always they will be called together, then instead of creating a separate program, we can create a modules and then we can attach those programs and it will work fine. So, you know, it will reduce. Uh, okay. So here we are going to take scenarios. Uh, and uh, we'll see what happens exactly. Suppose I have a program EM1, and that program I created using module 1, module 2, module 3. So this program was created using uh, uh, three modules. If by mistake or I mean somehow this module will get deleted, then what will happen to our application? So whether if I will call a program 1 will work or not. Sometimes what happens if you have deleted, or it got deleted a module, but still my program will be working. So what exactly happens uh, whenever we create our programs? At that time, program takes a copy of those modules and it creates. And after that, one copy will be with this program and one original copy will be there. So in this scenario, even though you have deleted the original mod 1 object, but still this program will be working because while creating of this program, we copied that module. So that scenario is called as bind by copy. Mean of that is whenever you are binding your program, when you are creating a program, at that time you have original copy, mod 1, module 2, module 3, and even though this got deleted, but still this program will work because while creating, we made a copy from here to here. It's similar to, like I have a couple of documents in my pen drive or my hard disk, suppose a pen drive, and I copied those pen drive in my local machine, and then I am using. Even though you will delete from your pen drive, it will. I can read those documents because they are saved locally. So in bind by copy, we do in that way. We save, the object inside this program. Using all those objects, we create our program, and that will be saved at a separate place. So even though the original one you will delete it, there will be no effect on this program, and program will be running smoothly. So this is called bind by copy. I mean, while creating, we make a copy of those modules, all modules. So this is called as a bind by copy. Another scenario is bind by reference. In this scenario, exactly what happens? The same, if I have this one and I have one SRB EGM1 service program 1, and this service program was created on suppose mod 4. Now if you will remove this service program, this this program won't work because we have referred this program, so we did not make a copy of service program while creation. So this scenario is called as bind by reference. Even our normal program which we call, so like if you will delete some program, so it won't work because that is externally, but here it is internally only, inside a program only, but we do not make a copy of service programs. So that comes under bind by reference. So basically all module concept, if you see, they will fall under bind by copy, and a service program concept fall under bind by reference. Now question arises, how I will decide, whether I have to go by bind by copy or I have to use bind by reference. In a real time scenario, if you see, majority of program you will find in bind by copy only. If percentage wise, if I will say almost 70%, or even more than. and bind by reference you will find 30% or lesser. The reason is this bind by reference concept will be mainly used to write a generic programs. A generic program is like converting into XLC, converting into PDF, those kind of things, which in entire everywhere a system can use. But bind by copy all normal application we create using bind by copy. Uh, so this is the one is scenario we have seen. Uh, Coming to this one changes. This we discussed that when what happened when delete will occur. Now another scenario what will happen when I will change my module. This was for delete scenario. This was now we will see for change, because most of the application we maintain. Work happens due to change only. Like I have changed my physical file, so what will happen if I am changing my physical file? What all things I need to consider, like compiling of all logicals, compiling of all programs, all dependent programs on physical as well as logicals. So here also we will see if I am changing a module, so what all things I have to take care. In bind by copy, if I am changing a module 3, then I have to get scenario. This was scenario 1, right? Now we'll see scenario 2. Here what exactly we are doing? And here if user deletes a module, here if user is updating module. So in this scenario, if I am updating my module, or I'm changing I'm changing my module, so what will happen? Suppose I am changing my module 3. So what all things I have to example, if I am changing module 3 mod. So what all things I have to do? First I have to recompile mod 3. The moment I will recompile, I will get a different a number for this one. All program has one unique number will be assigned to programs, because we do not recognize by their names like mod 1, mod 2. We recognize a program recognize this module by that unique ID, like how for physical file level and all we create a level will be created. For program also we create one unique number. So that number will be based on that number only a program or module will know that okay, this is mod 3. But mod 1, mod 2, mod 3, all those names is only for a programmer. But for a system, a unique number will be there. So so that a new number will be generated. So again I told, in bind by copy, even though a new number generated, so this program got created. Sorry, this program got created with the old number, and that is copied inside. The object is copied inside program. So this program will work, but it won't reflect. Uh, okay. If I changing or not compiling my PGM1, then it works without update. So what without update, whatever how the functionality was there, in that way my program will work. So in order to reflect those new functionality or whatever the new suppose new procedure I added or new subroutine I added in this module. So in order to reflect over here, what exactly I have to do? I have to get first the list of dependent programs, list of dependent programs on this module, and recreate all programs. I hope you are understanding. So uh, I will get all list of programs and will recreate all those programs. So now my whatever the changes I will do in happen in this module, that will reflected in program 1. The same scenario we will see for bind by reference. If I have changed my module some module 4 here, what will do? If I changed module 4 in this scenario, so what will happen? And if I have not compiled my uh, I have not compiled my PGM1. I change my module 4 and also let me add and created service program. In this scenario, like for service program, if I have changed my module, I added some subroutine or some procedure, I have updated my service program, and but I have not updated my program. I have not compiled in the sense you can say. If I have not compiled my this program with the updated one, and when I will try to this one, we will get signature violation error. Because this service program till here we updated. I mean, as this is a unit, so I created a module, I created a service program, but I have not updated my program. So we will this program will search for the older signature, but this signature won't be found because the signature got updated. So we found a new signature. So whenever this program will try to find the service program, it won't find. So it will throw a error. And here we call it a signature, but actually it's a unique ID again. So this unique ID it won't find in the machine, so it will throw that error. So here, if you see, even though you changed anything, and but you did not recompile your program, it will work. But here, if you changed and if you have not recompiled your program will not work because it's a bind by reference. This is a bind by copy. This take a copy of your modules, but it doesn't make a copy of your service program. Getting or confused? So, so now whatever we saw here, everything one by one we will try to implement, and one by one we will try to see how things are. First, now we will create a program using modules, and then we'll see how it works. And we'll add another module and all those things. Now we will try, and then at the end we will come and we'll see how we implemented these scenarios also. Okay. Okay. So first, what we will do, we will create. Okay. Wait. Yeah, here. We will create a module using sub procedure, or I mean, you can say procedure also. So first, let me create that one. Module 1, it will be RPGLE type. First module. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a calculator program. How a calculator program will work. So I will try to show you different types of scenario how we do a coding. The first scenario is just will leave one program with one module. The program with the module only. So here we will bring that scenario. This will be a calculator program where I am going to have the addition. This will be PR variable 1, variable 1 and variable 2. This addition procedure is going to have a two variables, variable 1 and variable 2, with this one uh, length will be 5 comma 0. And now one scenario is result the result will return the value that is also 5 comma 0. Declaration, in declaration also, if you see, this is the one way. I will do another way also for other. So what I am going to do, my program will start and so suppose variable 1 equals to 5 and variable 2 equals to 10. So what I am going to do here is, if I will call variable 1, addition, and will pass variable 1, and variable 2 and result. So after that I will get value in result, right? If I pass variable 1 and variable 2 to this addition procedure, and the result field is there, so I will get a value in a result, and the result has to be 15, right? Any doubt? So here what exactly I am going to do? So this we did it, but addition procedure we have not written till now, right? So I am going to write an addition procedure. So sorry. So this is a P spec where I am going to write my addition procedure. So this addition procedure has this many parameters. I will just copy everything here and I will paste it here, and here I will make it PI because this is going to receive the parameter, this procedure, right? Any doubt till here? And then I will write. So here this procedure is going to receive variable 1 and variable 2, and we are going to return a result. So what I can do is I can write a result equals to variable 1 plus variable 2. I hope you are understanding. So one example I took here, addition. I added three parameters are there. Variable 1 and variable 2 will be passed as I am using as input parameter, and result I am using as output parameter, where variable 1 and variable 2 will be passed here and will get a result in result. And in this addition procedure, just I am doing addition. So like if a bigger procedure will be there, so you can do whatever you wanted to do here. The bigger code you can write it. But here I took an example of calculator, and the first example is only addition. So only I am adding, and this one or another thing I have to do here is return. Return. That's it. So till now you are fine, right? Or any doubt, please let me know. So let me. Uh, so we created a module. I mean, we wrote the code. Actually, we have not created a module. If you see here, work object, work obj mod 1. Oh, already I have. Let me rename this. Module 1. MODULE module 1. Okay. Module 1. So now I will do work object module 1. Oh, this is also there. First mod. This won't be there. first mod. Oh. Yeah, this is not there. So there is no object with this one. Actually, I do not wanted to disturb all those existing one. So that's what I renamed this one. Otherwise, sometimes it create a confusion. It will pick from different library. So that's why I created a new name. So it we can utilize it, and there will be no confusion. So I am compiling with a 15. So if you see here, option 15 is I am creating a RPG module. So what I am doing, let me copy this. Okay, here the first thing is to create a module. We have to, what exactly I have to do? CRT RPG mod, and the mod name is, here if you see, module is L1. I will put a star, and I have, okay, what happened? For those variables has not been declared. Let me redeclare. Name was integrated, not defined. So let me define those variables. Okay, now it will work. Now I have taken option 15. Yeah, it got compiled. So now if you check a work object, so we got a start module. Fine. If I will try to call a module, you see modl1 program, the error message itself is saying program modl1 in library not found. That means whenever you will use a call, always it will accept here only program, not a module. So a module is not a runnable. Now, how to create a program? What I will do, just sorry. Here, if you see only one object is there, that is in module. Just remember. After this, what I will do, I will try to create a module for this one. Program using this module. So there is a command called crt pgm create pgm. F4 I will take. Any name you can put it. So I will keep the same name as a module, modl1, and this module 1 will get created with which module? Sorry, this program will get created with which module? So the module modl1. This was a module, but I am creating a program using this module. Like, so what exactly we are doing? We created a module, a very simple module, and now we again, we cannot run a module. So what exactly we are doing? We are trying to make this as a runnable. We are trying to create a program. And now I will create a program. Now my program name can be anything. Anything means anything. It doesn't matter whether I am going to have a same name. Let me to avoid the confusion. I will keep a separate name. Let me check work object. Work. EGM one definitely it will be there. Yeah, it's there. Program one no. Program one is not there. So I will create CRT EGM program one, and this program one I'm creating using module one modl one. Now here if you see, I will extend these parameters, and if you see, the program one will be getting created using only one module, and if you see here, ENT module means entry module, program entry procedure module. Which module will be entry module? Like if also here in Excel sheet here, this program got created using three modules, but how my system will know from where I have to start execution? All modules are independent entity. So I am mentioning that okay, module 1 will be entry module. So module 1 will be calling module 2 will be calling module 3, like that. So here I am mentioning star first. Star first means whichever the first module will be there, that will be the entry module. So let me compile this. So if you see here at the bottom, the program 1 has been created in library. So now we can call PGM, sorry, PROGRAM program 1, and you can see the result 15, addition of 5 and 10. This we can put in debug also, and then I can show you strtpg PROGRAM program 1 PT. Oh, let me create that one. And then I will create PGM. Yeah. So if you see here, this program 1 is having only one module. So I have to debug this module, right? So I will come here and I will call program 1. It came here, variable 1, variable 2, addition. If you see here, variable 1 is 5, okay, variable 2 is 10, and result is 0. You are seeing this debug screen. Now you are seeing, right? Okay. So here, if you see, I am calling this addition procedure with variable 1 and variable 2 and result. So I will go to that procedure. So we came to this procedure. This procedure got two parameters. It received variable 1 and variable 2, and after this it added into result, and then it returned. So in return it came back here. So if you see here is result. Okay, this is called P spec. I mean, till now you have heard about H spec, F spec, D spec, C spec. So this is a P spec, and here is addition is my procedure name, and B for beginning. 1 minute. Yeah. So here P is a specification, P spec. Addition is a procedure, the name called addition. B for beginning of this procedure, and the same if you see here, P is for procedure spec, addition is my procedure name, and E for end of this procedure. So one procedure we wrote from here to till here, and this procedure is going to receive three parameters for this procedure. These two I am using as a input, and this one I am using as a output. Got it? And in order to call this procedure, I am calling this procedure from main command line from here. Like how we use a subroutine begin SR and subroutine name we write it, and end SR. So like that here it is end of this addition sub procedure and beginning of this addition procedure. Fine. So that's what we saw our result here. So let me hope you are getting, and you are not confused. So we created a program with module 1. Okay. So now what I am going to do is I will going to update this module. Now I will add a subtraction. So I will add another procedure here, D subtraction, PR, and same. But here my declaration, just notice here, I will make some changes. I did variable 1 and variable 2, but I am not going to use a result. What I will do, here I will write 5 and 0. This is the main difference. Whenever you will mention anything over here in PR, it will be considered as return parameter. Like here in result 1, I defined one variable result and passing one extra parameter. Here in this case I am not passing any extra parameter, I am mentioning here. So whenever you will mention over here, always it will be considered as you are going to receive a parameter from here. So now what I will do, I will call subtraction, and here it will be variable 1 and variable 2. See the differences. And what I will do here, so I passed only two parameters, variable 1 and variable 2, but where I will get a result? So the result I will get it from here. I will copy this. Hope you are in sync and you are understanding. Okay. Here let me write. So this is a return parameter and these two are input parameters. These two are input parameters, this is a return parameter. So now I am going to create a new procedure. I will copy the same here and this will be subtraction. Subtraction. So oh shit, I changed that one. Here it will be addition. Hope you are getting. So this is subtraction. So here there is no result, so I will remove this result, and here we are getting, here is a return parameter, so I have mentioned here is return parameter. Now in the return I will do the result. See the differences, and here variable 1 minus variable 2. See code difference. Here there was a result field, here there is no result field. Here we did the same code, here also same code, but here we are returning nothing, here we are returning result, because here we have return parameter, and in this one in addition we don't have anything over here. So this is the nothing different here only the different way of doing. I just wanted to let you know different way of doing, so you should not confuse if you will be seeing people are passing parameters in different ways. So this one was now I will show you bind by copy concept. This one. Now what? Remember we created a program one using module one. I changed the source code of module one. Now I will recompile module one. 15. Yeah, it was created. But still, if you'll see here in a call program, it will only calling add addition because program one is not updated. Even though I change module, if you see here in debug also I can show you. I started a debug. If you see here, there is no. Oh, the source it is showing till here, but you know, um, yeah, because it's picking up source, but program is object is not compiled, so it will pick it is picking the older this one only. Yeah, this is picking up older module only. The only difference is we were seeing half of the source because it was referring that this source. So now I have to recreate PRT PGM PROG RAM program 1 MODL1. This is first. So fine. Now this got created. Now if I call program 1, so first addition. Now if I will enter -5 subtractions. Just a minute. Okay. Uh, so you saw the differences, right? And this was an example of bind by copy, where I created a module, and in that module uh, we had a two procedure, and those procedures uh, within that program. Now we will create another module 3, module 2, and here I will add division and multiplication in module 2. This I will put as a division. This as I do as a multiplication. Funny. Multiplication. So here I will do sorry. This part is not required here because we will use module 1 for calling. So let me delete this part. This will be division and I will copy this. See, this will be division and here also it will be division. So division will be variable 1 divided by variable 2 and this is we are doing multiplication. I hope you are in sync and you are understanding. So here it will be multiplication. So here we are doing this one. Okay. Did you get what exactly I did? A new module I created. In this module, I am having a two procedures, division and multiplication. And only I have implemented those division and multiplication. Division, here multiplication. Fine. But here you will see another thing, very nice thing. When I will compile this module, it won't get compiled. It will throw an error. The reason is I don't have any main. Till here declaration is there. After declaration only I am having two procedures. There is no main. Unlike module 1 where we had a main which were calling division 1 and division 2. If you see here, I will try to compile this and we will get either, and either will be there is no main. So if you see here, I got a one error, severity 40. You can hear me, right? Okay. So if you see here, we don't, this program did not compile and it's saying that how I will int my program. Oh. So here if you see, this program got an error of 40 and it said that compiler doesn't know how to int the program because we don't have any main. So compiler doesn't know how to end this program. So I will remove this, and if you come here, if you see here, if you will observe, here is a D spec, and from here we started a P spec. So there is no main. So what there is a concept called no main. So here I mentioned that there will be no main, and now if I will compile, it will get compiled. check spool file. It created, right? So I created in the second module now, but in the second module, how I will use? No, nothing is required. Star INLR, nothing. That's what star INLR. It is, it will tell to end the program. But this program where some subroutine, I mean main line will be there. But here there is no main line. Here directly we are having only two procedure. In this one, if you see module 2, only we have a two procedure, division and multiplication. In module 1 we have a two procedures, addition and subtraction, but we have a main. We have a main. When I am saying, if you see here, this part we have, but in module 2 we don't have that one, right? Now I want to call those from here, module 2 procedures from here. So what exactly I have to do? I will try to do the same thing here. CC, I will copy. I will paste it here. Oh, and browse mode. Okay, wait. And what I will do? I will copy. Copy here. This will be division. So here I will change division, and here it will be multiplication. Oh. So this will be multiplication, multiplication. Okay, so this also PR has to be here, because PR, again I told you, param and P list. So here I have to have this one. So I will copy this. Okay, I will copy full CC. I will paste it here only, and here it will be division, and here it will be multiplication. See, multiplication is not here. If you see that procedure, here only two procedures are there, addition and subtraction, and multiplication is there in module 2. Now I am going to use those one. In order to do that, first I will compile this. Module 1, and it will get compiled successfully. There will be no issue. And if you see the spool file, module 1 got compiled, and there will no error. There is no error. It got compiled. Now how to create a program? Now the create PGM. Sorry, I will do create PGM. So here I will add another module, modl2. And if you see here, entry module is the first module, means module 1, because module 1 has a main. Now if I will compile, I will get an error. I will compile and you will see. It won't be able to compile. See, program not created. If you see the reason why not created, I will show you a job log. 10. So definition not found for symbol division and multiplication. program is searching for symbol division and multiplication, those two procedures, but it is not finding. Reason, I mean, normally what we'll say, I have two modules. I compile both module compiled successfully. I am creating those program. I added those modules, so it has to be there. But there is one another thing here that you will see here. That is, whenever we create this procedure, these procedures are local to this module. So what exactly I have to do here is I have to export this. So here I have to do export. Sorry. Oh, export. So let me. Oh, export here. Oh. Export. So, and for this one also, division also I will do export. EXPORT. I think EXPORT. Export. And now I will compile. If you see, it will get compiled successfully. It got compiled successfully. And now we have both modules ready and fine. Now what I will do, I will create my PGM. Create PGM module 1 with module 2. Now we see program created. And now I will do a call program1, call program 1. So this result is for addition. This result is for subtraction. Till now it was coming because both procedure are in the same module. Now if I will press enter, this is for division, and if you see, this is for multiplication. Right? Any doubt till here? So today what we learned, how to create a procedure, how to create a module, then how to create a program using module, then how to create a module without main, and then how to use two different modules from a program and how to call those, right? So whatever today we learned, everything belongs to bind by copy concept. Today we will stop it here only. Tomorrow we will start with bind by reference, and tomorrow we will see how we will create a service program and we will use it. Like here, if you see, the same calculator thing we will do through the service program, or we will add some other functionality in this calculator and we will try to do, right? Any doubt? Funny. Any doubt? Okay, so I am stopping it here only, and tomorrow we will again, sit and we will discuss from service program from tomorrow. That will be bind by reference concept. Okay, fine. I'm disconnecting. I will upload this video to you, and I will share this source code also. Fine.